Hello, good afternoon, happy Sunday or Monday if you're in the future. Hello. Hi, Maggie. Good to see you. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I see a Nancy. Hello, Nancy. How are you guys? How is your Sunday? Welcome to live today. Snowy, where are you? Maggie says it's snowy. Oh, Calgary. Yeah. We're having sunshine, but we just had a lot of snow over the weekend, so it's melting, which is one of my favorite things, melting snow. I'm glad you're happy to be here, Maggie. Hi, Millie. How are you? How's Alaska? Hello, welcome. Hi, Gary. Welcome, welcome. Couldn't, I had trouble picking my background today. I think I used this one last week. Hey, buddy. How's your Sunday? I like this one. It's cozy. I was torn between that one and this one. They're both rainy though. This one's very soothing. Nice little meditation center. Maybe we'll stay with that. What do you guys like? Which one? Really relaxed so far. I've just been relaxing, watching one of my favorite shows. The house is finally empty of house guests, at least for another day or two. And I'm looking forward to a fun stream today. Ah, I've just been resting. It's been a stressful week. Who else is here? Say hello. Check in where you're from, how you're doing. We'll wait for a few more people to come in and then we'll start. I like seeing the pictures pop up at the bottom, but I don't always recognize them. What's everybody up to this weekend? Looking forward to see what we end up picking today, whether it's a spirit walk or a soul journey. I guess we're not too vocal today, huh? Or talkative, I should say. Well, if you're new to my lives, Sunday lives are a very special one. Normally, I do readings on Wednesday and Fridays, but the Sunday session is what I call Spirit and Soul Sundays. It's really neat. We do a little intuitive exercise to see whether everybody wants to go on a spirit walk, which is what my term for going into our energy and meeting our spirit guides, or a soul journey, which is going into our energy and meeting a lost little fragment of our soul that we've tucked away for safekeeping, and maybe reintegrating or just meeting it and listening to it. So I'm always excited to see what the group ends up picking. Is chat lagging, or are you guys just not talkative? Hi, Satra. Nice to meet you. Oh, wait, you've been here before, I think. That name sounds familiar. Can you guys hear me okay? Oh, okay. Yes, yes. Good. Welcome. We're just waiting for a few more folks to come in before we start. Oh, good. If you're just coming in, feel free to say hi, where you're from, how you're doing. I like to always hear from people at the beginning, see how everybody, what kind of mind and heart state folks are in before we get into the energy stuff. Oh, Satra, I was talking about what what my Sunday lives are about. I'll probably say it again as we get a few more folks come in. I like your picture. Nice colors in there. Oh, sorry to hear about that. How old's your dad? And what's he in for? I live with an elderly woman. She's 84. They had to take her to the hospital this weekend. So it's always a little nerve-wracking when a loved one goes in the hospital. Hmm. He's 86. Wow. Heart, broken knee, cap, aneurysm behind. No, Siri. Aneurysm behind the knee. He fell on. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, we'll make sure to hold a space of love for him today. Definitely. Heart's going out to you, my friend. Take good care of yourself. Let me turn some music on. Yeah, you know, it is challenging when the elderly folks have the health challenges. I remember, I was blessed to have the opportunity to stay with my mom in hospice for the last 3 months of her life. And that was one of the most precious experiences in my life. And it really, really, that was actually the beginning of a lot of big changes for me. It really kind of opened my eyes to how important it was to live from my heart. And I don't do this as well as I'd like, but man, my mom was a great example of love, even in her not being loving, because she was never mean, but she was scared a lot. She had some paranoia about us kids and our safety. But my mom was like one of the best examples of unconditional love to me. And even when she wasn't loving, when she was coming from fear, she was still this really, really good example. So when she, as Abraham Hicks says, croaked, or as others say, passed or died, when she became one with everything, I really wanted to live my life differently. Not that I'd been living it horribly or in any totally misguided way, but really wanted to live from the heart more. And that was 12 years ago, actually, coming up on Saturday, the 30th is the day she died. There's a lot we can learn from being present with the folks who are going through their dying process. Satra says she's just going down to visit him now. I'm on the ferry to get to New York. Oh, wow. There's a ferry from Rhode Island. That's cool. Yeah. And I was able to be present with my dad the weekend he died. Not physically. It was the first year of COVID, so we really couldn't go anywhere. But I Zoomed with him all weekend before he died, so that was really fun. Yeah, my mom was a warrior. A lot of warrior. So, yep, yep. Uncontrollable paranoia. Yeah, yeah. That was my mom. But when she wasn't in it, she was unconditional love. You don't have to pipe down. We're here. When we get together, it's for everybody. And it's your time right now because you brought up that tenderness about your dad in the hospital. Welcome. More people are coming. Yay. We're almost got enough to get started. Hi, everybody. If you're just dropping in, nothing's happened yet. You haven't, well, actually, a lot's happened. We've been chit-chatting, but the actual spirit and soul portion of the show hasn't happened yet. But say hi, tell us where you're from. Satra, just take good care of your heart, okay? We all have the ability to be present, but not 100% of the time. So we often have to take good care of our heart. Yeah. Anyone else want to share anything? How you doing? What's going on today? We're gonna get started in another couple minutes. Nancy, what do you think's gonna get picked today? Spirit or soul? Hmm? Either the internet is lagging or IT chat is lagging, or you guys aren't as chatty as you normally because there's not that much. That's funny. Hello, Heather. Welcome to you. How are you today? Where are you from? Hi, Millie. Millie's guessing soul. Interesting. Well, we'll do our little intuitive game soon. I was curious what my friend Nancy thinks. Heather, where are you from? You're from Rhode Island? Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, Nancy, welcome back. Wonder if you're near Satra. Awesome. Okay. Who else? Anyone else want to say hi before we get started? I'm really curious to see what you guys picked today. All right, 28 people. That should be enough. My friends, welcome. If you're new, my name is Greg Phillips. I'm coming to you from Rochester, New York, in lovely Western New York State. Um, I am an intuitive healer and spiritual energy guide. I've got 3 different lives during the week here on Insight Timer on Wednesdays and Fridays, although not this coming week, which I will explain a little later. But normally Wednesdays and Fridays, I do what is called ChakraTouch. It's my gift. I have the ability to read people's energy, and then I do readings for them and guide them on how to resolve, how to use and work with that energy to whatever resolution it needs. So those are really, really fun sessions. And those are usually Wednesday afternoons Eastern time and Friday afternoons Eastern time as well. And then today on Sundays, I do this thing called Spirit and Soul. So we do an intuitive exercise or game, and you guys get to pick the direction that the session goes. And we're going to do that game really shortly. But what it amounts to is spirit, the word spirit in this title, means what I call a spirit walk. So we go on an energetic journey inside, usually into a specific chakra or multiple chakras. And we go on a journey to meet our guides and to practice our intuitive listening and see if they have any messages or things to say to us or things that we can feel from them. And the messages come in many different forms. And then the soul word means a soul journey. And in my understanding, in my belief system, When we get hurt or have experiences where we feel like, when people talk about shadow work, my viewpoint is similar but different, is that I don't necessarily see it as shadow. I see it as fragments of our soul that we've tucked away for safekeeping. And often when at the event, the happening at which they got tucked away, it's usually something traumatic or hurtful, or a memory or an experience that we weren't really fully ready for. And so I believe that we tuck these pieces away, and they just get stored in our heart or stored somewhere in our body. And when we're older and wiser and more mature, or have grown enough spiritually to be able to be present with those things, we can go meet them. And so that's what a soul journey is. So that said, the way I like to choose what we're doing today is to do this intuitive exercise. So let's all settle in, find whatever position is comfortable for you. And place your left hand there on your center of your chest at your heart chakra, and gently place your right hand over it. I like to close my eyes for this. But what we're going to do is we are going to listen deeply into our heart. And you're basically listening for one of the two words to come up, spirit or soul. Now, that might come up as a phrase. You might hear the phrase or feel the sense, I need to forgive my mom, for example, was one person's experience. And that I would consider a soul fragment. But this is just a great little way to practice some intuitive listening. So close your eyes and let your breathing be normal and comfortable, whatever that means for you. Just turn your mind's eye and your mind's ear to the spot where your hands are touching your chest. And allow your seeing and your listening and your focus to be present with your heart space. Feel the spaciousness of this area, of this energy inside you. And listen for a word or a feeling or an intuitive sensing that will bubble up and present itself to you. And if nothing comes up, don't worry about it. It doesn't mean your intuition is broken. It just means you're open to any outcome. Just clear everything away and listen for either spirit or soul, and whichever bubbles up most strongly, kind of like a kid in a schoolroom wanting to be called on, raising its hand energetically. And when and if you receive the word, just write it in chat. And we'll see which direction we're going today. Hi, Erica. Erica votes, said soul. And everybody can participate. This is for all of us. Hi, Mary Lou. How are you? Millie has soul. Nancy's spirit coming up big. Soul from S. Spirit for Gary. Linda. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. Two. 3, 4 for soul, and 2 for 3 for spirit from Setra. And if you're still listening, that's completely fine. Try not to be too concerned with whether you hear a word or not. Sometimes it might be a sensation or it might be an understanding. Good to see you, Linda, as always. Linda with a Y as opposed to our other Linda with an I. All right, any more spirits and souls? That's funny, yes. Although technically I can count to 10 on one hand. Think about that for a moment. See if you can figure out how I do that. Actually, I think I can count to 100 on one hand. Seriously, though, I'm not joking. I seriously can. So that's 4 for soul and 3 for spirit. Anybody else ready to weigh in? Once the decision's done, I'll tell you how I can count higher than 5. You might see it if we get more than 5. Maggie's voting soul. We're at 5 soul, 4 spirit. Hi, Patsy. Thanks for voting. Soul still has a slim margin. But honestly, the journeys are very similar. So it's just a question of who we meet when we arrive at the destination of our energetic journey. All righty, last call for spirit or soul. Soul is in the lead with 1. All right, soul it is. So the way that I can count with one hand is through sign language. So if we'd gotten to 6, this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. See, so yeah. I could just keep counting and keep counting. I think where it stops is at 1,000,000, which is 1. You go 1 and then you need your other hand for that. But this is 100. You go 1, 1, and you make a C. So anywho, a little bit of sign language here, guys. Alrighty, so we're doing soul today. Cool. Either one's cool. I love them both. Alrighty, let me sense in and see where we're starting our journey. I'm feeling lower chakras really strongly. First and second chakras are the winners. Wow, really resonant vibrations with those chakras. So my friends, we're gonna start with a little hand placement so that we can activate those chakras. So take your left hand and place your thumb right on your belly button, and then let the other fingers of the left hand be below that. And then you'll place your right hand on top of it, and just be very gentle and restful. Make sure your arms are nice and relaxed and loose. And what you're going to want to do, since the first and second chakra are a bit downward from the belly, if you have the room and are comfortable, you want to drop your hands a bit further down the belly so that the thumbs are not exactly on your belly button, but they're below it. Yes, you just want to have a little bit more lower. And close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let it out through your mouth. One more deep breath in and out. And we'll do a third one. And on the exhale, I encourage you to sigh, moan, just make it audible. Gently steer your mind's eye down to your lower belly and even down to the base of your spine. Base of your spine is where the root chakra lives, and slightly up from that is the second or sacral chakra. It's associated with water, creativity, passion, sexuality, sensuality. And for me, it's very much tied to our life force that runs through our body. And its color is orange. So we'll begin, my friends, by picturing ourselves in a blank slate area. There's no details. Everything is plain and indescript. The light is dim, but you're surrounded by a soft orange glow. It's warm and soothing. And as you look around, begin to just curiously take in your surroundings. Start to gently move forward, left foot, right foot, strolling through this empty space. As you begin to walk, the soft orange light steps out in front of you just a smidge, leading you down a gentle path. With each step and each look, as you curiously observe and witness your surroundings, more detail comes to you. And continue to walk with curiosity, simply holding the thought, what is this place? What do we have here? What's over there? And watch as details slowly pop up and reveal themselves from the mist around you. Make note of what they are. Watch as a scene slowly unfolds before you. And you look off into the distance ahead and you see a bright, beautiful light source. It's glowing orange, very much like the light that is guiding you, but it is more powerful. It's bigger. It is illuminating more area, and you are slowly drawing closer to it with more and more details coming into focus as you walk. Mine appears to be a vast sandstone canyon somewhere in the southwest. Cacti and other small bushes are present. Critters associated with the mesa I can hear skittering and doing their busy work, enjoying a beautiful sunny day. I'm surrounded by mountains, ridges, and I don't know what they're called, but they look like tall sandstone spires, like what's at Bryce Canyon. Begin to do some identification of where you're arriving to as the details flesh out more and more. You're closing in on the light source, and make note of what kind of source it is. Mine is this beautiful pool of water, which is reflecting the sun in such an amazingly clear and brilliant way that it is illuminating a huge circle around the pool. And as you approach your light source, be really specific as you describe it to yourself, as you figure out what it is. And look around for a comfortable place to sit. And when you find it, gently and lovingly lower your body onto that place to sit. And let out a big sigh. We've arrived at our meeting place, my friends. Gaze at this beautiful source of light that's in front of you. And as you become present and relaxed in this beautiful space, you can feel that you are not alone. Not only are your guides here, but there's a piece of yourself that you've left behind. It's hiding, safe and comfortable, just outside of the line of sight of the light. You may feel more than one soul fragment, but turn your mind's ear and your inner sensing to see which one is most willing to come forward into the light right now. And then in a clear but gentle voice, simply say out loud, "Come, join me. I'm here to be with you." And you sense a stirring out on the edge. Listen to what direction it's coming from and turn your mind's eye towards it. A figure emerges from the shadows and steps ever gently and gingerly into just the edge of the light and sits down. You can tell that it's nervous and anxious to come forward any further. And so you offer gentle words of assurance. You can stay there if you wish, or come further closer. Whatever you're comfortable with, I'm just here to spend time with you. I'm looking forward to meeting. What do you want? The figure says. Why are you here? It's been so long since anyone has visited. And you understand this feeling. You know in your heart of hearts that this lost little soul fragment has been tucked away for quite a while, alone, trying to stay safe, but doing it all on its own. I understand, you say to it. I'm sorry I've been gone so long, but I'm here now, and I want to be with you. That's all I want, nothing else. Take your time, you say. But I'll let you know it's really nice and warm up by the light here, and I have a cozy seat just for you. The little soul fragment seems to like the sound of that, and it begins to approach. As it comes closer to the light in the seating area, put your observer's mind hat on and just take a good long look at this figure. It might be an animal shape or a human figure. What qualities does it have? Is it composed of stardust? Is it just dark cloud? Is it thick? Is it see-through? And just observe with love, allowing that soul fragment to take its time to find the seat you mentioned. When it's sit down finally, just look at it and say thank you. It's welcome. Enjoy the light. It looks at you a bit suspiciously still and says, I don't understand. Why have you come? And you look at it lovingly and just say, don't worry, young one. I'm just here to be with you and to listen. It's been so long, says the fragment. It's nice to have somebody here. And very softly you whisper to it and say, do you have a story for me? And listen very closely. Whatever this soul fragment has to say, or just listen to how it feels. Mine begins to weep at that prompting. It's not entirely comfortable there. It seems to always be uncertain. Mine seems to be the embodiment of self doubt. not believing in myself. My soul fragment begins to tell me many, many stories of all the times that it's doubted itself because of what others say, because of others' judgments, because of the its own comparison of others with others that it did. Whatever the story is that it's telling you, just listen with an open heart and a loving ear. Giving it the time and space it needs to share and express itself. You recognize the emotions that it's experiencing as it shares its story with you. You know that they were your feelings at whatever moment in time this fragment got tucked away. But you're older now. You've been on your path of spiritual seeking. You've been practicing your connection with the divine. And you have more wisdom than you did when this fragment got tucked away. May I give you a hug, you say? It seems to perk the fragment up. And as you stand to meet it, it jumps into your arms. I'm so glad you came, it says. I've been all by myself for so long. Well, you're not alone anymore, you say. I understand what you went through. And I want you to know that you are safe and you are secure. And I deeply love you. And then watch and see what your soul fragment does. Mine steps into the pool of water and continues to walk towards the center as though it's walking down a set of stairs, sinking deeper and deeper into the water as it walks. And when it's submersed up to its shoulders, it turns for a moment and looks at me. Thanks again for coming. I'm so glad you came here. Back again sometime. I'll be waiting. And as its head and hair sink beneath the surface of the waves, a beautiful calm comes over the body of water. Mm. It's almost time to go. If your fragment is still with you in some capacity, feel free to give it a hug or to share or just say whatever you need to say to it with the deep knowing and understanding that you can always come back and visit with it again. If your fragment has in some way melded with your body or integrated into the scene around you, just take a moment to sit and just appreciate all the beauty that's around you in this scenario. What a wonderful, safe, and soothing place to spend a while. You know you can always come back. Your guides are here supporting you, and all your other soul fragments are also present, awaiting your return. And bow to this beautiful place with deep gratitude and love, for it is time to get up and begin walking back. As you head back in the direction from whence we came, you feel so much love beaming at you. As though the divine is smiling at you from the shadows. Very slowly, the scene begins to dissolve as you walk back to the blank slate place where we began. You see a doorway ahead. And you reach forward to open it, and as you do so, you gently become aware of your arms, your legs, your head, and your neck. Now just gently let them go, stretch and relax. Mm. Take a deep breath in and out. One more. And a third and final. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes, gently coming back to the moment, back to the now. Ah, found it quite revealing that I'm storing my self-doubt and not believing in myself in my second chakra. As you come back, if you feel willing and open to do so, please tell me, where did you go? Hi, Sherry, welcome. Where did you go? What fragment did you meet? What did it tell you? What did you learn or experience? I always love hearing you guys' stories after a journey like this. You just arriving, Sherry? Good to see you. We just finished a soul fragment journey, so everyone is just gently coming back right now. Mm. Mm. How's everybody doing? Talk to me. What did you experience? What did you learn? Erica said mine was my playfulness. She was me at 3 years old and returned to holding hands with my grandmother. That sounds sweet, Erica. Where did you guys meet? Oh, Sherry, that sounds lovely. Holding hands with grandmother. That sounds amazing. We met on a bed in the forest. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Oh, Nancy's found a jittery and sleepy teenage self. Very shy. Interesting, Nance. Anybody can share, so feel free to. It's often quite helpful and sweet to get to know what other people experienced. Oh, you're jittery and sleepy now. I get it. Oh, interesting. So you are needing some rest after that. Oh, thanks, Erica. I'm glad you enjoyed the journey. I don't know about everybody else, but when I do these, I literally feel like I'm going on an energetic journey, not just a guided visualization. I actually feel it. Hmm. Susan claimed her inner self with a smiley face. Wow. What was the scenery? Where did you meet your inner self, Susan? And what did they say to you? What did it or they say to you? While more people are typing, I just want to say thank you for being here with us today. I love doing lives and sharing this space with you guys. I invite you to follow me if you feel so inspired. I love when people follow. You do get notified of anything that I come up with. I have 3 different lives a week, and I have some really lovely tracks that are really supportive for your daily spiritual path. If anyone's new to me, I'm an intuitive healer and spiritual energy guide. I also do private sessions, and my whole mission is to help guide people on the path to their heart, to living from love. I love going deep with people in their energy and finding blocks and helping them shift it and clear it. We do a lot of that on Wednesdays and Friday lives here on Insight Timer. This week though, I will not be having lives on Wednesday and Friday. I'm hosting some very special practice Zoom sessions. I have some new ideas for lives that I want to try, and anybody's welcome to join if they're inspired. I would need to get an email from you within the next 24 hours though to get on the list. But it's folks who are interested in helping me test and try some stuff that I want to bring to my IT lives. And that's gonna I'm gonna be holding some private Zoom sessions during the week for that. Yeah, so if you feel so called, if you feel like you want to help and volunteer for that, it's completely free. The video portion isn't even required. But I am hopeful for feedback. So you just have to mail me or email me. You can message me directly through Insight Timer or check out my links on the About section of my profile. Or just email me at yagreg@outlook.com. Let's see what Satra is saying. She just typed a huge bit there. That was a very integrated, abstract experience with a lot going on in my current environment on the ferry. Oh, yes, I bet that's sort of surreal, huh? Message with old spirit guides of polar bear, mole, and I don't know that word. Oh, yes, okay. Schools without an H of spearing. Met in the Southwest Sun and in that place you spoke of. Really? The same place I went to? Oh, well, that's interesting, intriguing. And all the spirit guides were not meant to be there. My cat of years ago was there and we had a conversation. Oh, a small silverfish. Very cool. So the interesting thing for me when I first discovered doing these energetic journeys, I had a friend help me on my first one last year. And I did have a full reintegration with an old soul fragment, which blew my mind. It was super cool. But I could also feel that all my guides were there. So later on, I found out that the same place where I go to meet my guides is where I go to meet my soul fragments. So I kind of think that that's pretty cool. Oh, Susan found it really helpful. Sylvie, what's that? You found out you're bisexual through the journey? That's fascinating, if that's what you're meaning. And an experience today. Wow. Well, thanks for being vulnerable and sharing that with us. That's really awesome. I commend your courage and bravery for saying something. That's cool. Does anyone else want to share about their journey today? If you've come in after the last or in the last 10 or 15 minutes or so, we went on what I call a spirit or a soul journey. It's my belief and my understanding, for me at least, is that when we tuck away little fragments of our soul when we've been hurt or injured or something traumatic, or we just aren't capable in that moment of facing that particular thing. And I believe that we tuck them away deep inside for safekeeping so that when we're older or wiser or further down our spiritual path, that we have the ability to actually meet and be present with them and listen to them and hopefully reintegrate them. And so that's what we just went on. The other thing that we do sometimes on Sundays, if the group votes on that, is a spirit walk where we go to meet our spirit guides. So I'm sorry if you missed it, but come back for another Sunday for that, or reach out to me and we can do it privately. Anybody else want to share? I love hearing you guys' stories. It inspires me. Linda, love the peaceful presence of your voice, Greg. Oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you. Exhausting time right now. Oh, wow. So, yeah, you could really use some peace and presence, huh? Oh, I can't see what emoji Satra put there. Hmm. You're agreeing. Lotus love. Oh, yeah, very cool. Anybody else want to share? No requirement for sharing. If that was a very private and personal experience, we all understand that. I hope that everybody found value in that, going to meet a part of themselves. It's not always easy. And sometimes our little soul fragments aren't very talkative. Mm. I guess I'm not that talkative today either. All right, let's close with a beautiful meditation. You're welcome, Setra. Hang in there, my friend. There's a lot going on, but it sounds like you're having a powerful journey on the ferry and had a powerful journey in the session today. So I'm excited for you, and my heart goes out to your dad. I'm getting a message coming through. I don't know if this is for me or for all of us. It's saying, trust in the divine. Trust in the divine to believe in yourself. And I'm getting this image and this feeling, really, of all my spirit guides surrounding me. There's hundreds of them surrounding me in circles with so much love. And every single one of them believes in me. And so the message is, my friends, that our guides and the divine love us and believes in us. They want us to shine, to be our full selves, to not hide under baskets or bushels or dim lights. And most importantly, they want us to know that they are always and forever by our side and available. We just have to call on them and ask for the guidance and or support or assistance. But it's always there. Yes, our heroes, our angels, our ancestors, they're all there. When we connect with the divine, with spirit and source, we remember that we're not alone in the world, that we're part of something bigger, that we're part of love, that we're part of the energy that is everything. And that throughout time, all of our ancestors, our angels, our guides, our family, all these beings and entities that live in the unseen can actually see better than we can most days. They're able to perceive and share with us. So even though we went on a soul journey today, I guess we got a little bit of spirit guidance too. All right, friends, bring your hands to your heart space. Left hand first, right hand on top, gentle, relaxed arms. Mhm. Feel your feet flat on the floor or wherever you are traversing, walking, or laying on. Feel the connection to whatever piece of furniture your body is in. Extend your mind's eye and your focus all the way down into the depths below you, through the water, through the house, through the apartment, through the building that you're in, through the ground, down past the roots of the biggest trees, all the way down to the very core of the planet. Until it touches that beautiful ball of molten liquid. Feel the warmth of this beautiful orange molten liquid as it travels up through your connection. Arrives in your root chakra at the base of your spine, travels all the way up to your heart. My friends, allow to come to mind a person, place, or thing that you deeply and absolutely love. It's just pure, deep love. There's no thoughts about it, no stories, no judgments, no analysis, no expectations. You just absolutely love this person, place, or thing with your whole heart. Allow them to catalyze the feeling of love in your own heart. And watch as it grows, mingling with the beautiful lava, beautiful energy of the core of the earth. And allow this energy to transmute, become a bright white light that you shine upwards through your neck, past your third eye and your forehead, up to the crown, the top of your head. As you open up the crown and shoot that white light beautifully and gently and powerfully up into the universe. Leaving your left hand on your chest, reach your right hand out, palm outward, and imagine placing it on the back of somebody here in the group today. And as you do so, picture this beautiful circle of all of us together, hands on our hearts and hands on another's heart. One big energetic circle of love. 108 of us here. Thank you for being here today. Thank you, Erica, for donating. So sweet and kind of you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It helps support me and my business. If you feel so called to donate and you don't want to do it through the Insight Timer because of the current issues with Apple and whatnot, I respect that. I understand. I do have a PayPal available for donating if you so wish. You can find that on my profile under the About tab. And that's in all of my links. I've got socials if anybody likes to connect through there. My email is there. If you wish to join this special experiment group that we're doing on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday this coming week, I would love to have more people participate. But in order to make sure that everybody is orchestrated for it, I would need to receive your email today or tomorrow stating that you're interested, and then I can send you the details. Other than that, yeah, I welcome any and all donations following whatever suits your style of supporting. I welcome it. I thank you for it, both now and in the past and in the future. And oh, Sherry says, thank you so much for this. So lovely and soothing. We said goodbye to our doggo, Izzy, on Friday. She's off to the Rainbow Bridge. Oh, blessings to Izzy, Sherry. I hope you guys are okay. Oh, Linda, great question. Yeah, so they're going to be, hold on. Pretty sure the same time as my Friday live. I'm pretty sure it's at 4:44 p.m. Eastern. I'm just double checking for you. Yes, yes, yes. So every day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, those are going to be at 4:44 p.m. Eastern. They're invite only, but it's open to everybody. I just need to get an email from you. And it would be basically supporting and helping me to experiment with what it is I'm coming up with formats to do my Wednesday and Friday lives in a group wide reading so that we can reach more people and spread more love. And yeah, and I'm needing to well, not needing. No, I'm needing's the wrong word. It's in my heart to practice it in the Zoom format so that I can get feedback and make adjustments as necessary. So yeah, hopefully that answers the question. So that means I have no lives this week. I'm sorry, everybody, but I will be. It's also good to have a break. um, I love doing the lives, but I always feel like the writing back for you guys is just limiting. Like when I go and visit other people's lives, I'm not a very good typer on a mobile device, quite honestly. So I'm slow. And I love being able to go deep with people. I love being able to for one, see them while I work with them, but also hear them, and then I can riff off of what they say. And so for this particular experiment, that verbal feedback is just going to be really near and dear to my heart and really helpful. Oh, yeah, sure, Linda. That would be great. Would love to have you and anybody else. Just have to reach out to me by email by tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. Cool. Is there do I have any other announcements? Oh, yes. I am almost ready to launch my new group program. It will not be here on Insight Timer. It will be through Patreon, but it will be open to everybody who wishes to join in that capacity. And it's going to be basically we're going to travel through each chakra per month. So we're going to start with the root chakra and explore the energy there, the different qualities of that chakra. It may or may not have a certain topic in any given month. One of my favorite topics is looking how to deepen our sense of unshakableness associated with the different chakras. Like for the root chakra, it's about safety, security, and prosperity. Some things that I could definitely help grow or help with some growth on my sense of unshakable, not so much safety, but I've been growing my unshakable sense of prosperity. And then others like the third chakra, the solar plexus, is about our personal power and our confidence. So we'll have lots of different topics over time. It'll be an ongoing group during the month, and you can reach out to me with any questions if you're so interested. Otherwise, I am wishing you all a beautiful rest of Sunday, or if you are one of our friends in the future from down under, happy Monday to you. Anybody have anything else they want to share before we exit. Hi, Kat. Yes, sending Sherry love and strength. I also have lost her dear furry friend recently. Big hugs, heartbreaking. Yeah. Sherry, do take good care of yourself through this transition. All right, my friends. Thanks so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you again at somebody else's live or one of mine when I come back to do lives the week after this. Yeah, I'm sure it's tough, Sherry. We are here for you. Hopefully you can feel that love. And I hope you can feel Izzy's love because that has never left you. Yeah, very cool. All right, my dears. Many blessings to you. Have a relaxed and lovely rest of the day, and I will see you all later. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Sherry. All right. Bye, everybody. Take good care of yourselves.